Beatrice's Goat
by Paige McBriar. If you were to visit the small African village of Kinsinga in the rolling hills of western Uganda, if you were to take a left at the crossroads and follow a narrow dirt path between two tall banana groves, you come to the home of a girl named Beatrice. Beatrice lives here with a mother and 5 younger brothers and sisters in this sturdy mud house with a fine steel roof. The house is new, so is the shiny blue wooden furniture inside. In fact, many things are new to Beatrice and her family lately. It's all because of a goat named Mugaza. Beatrice loved everything about Mugaza: the feel of her coarse brown and white coat, the way her chin hairs curled just so, and how Mugaza gently teases her by batting her knobbling horns against Beatrice's hand, tap tap, like a drumbeat waiting for a song. But there is one reason why Beatrice loves Mugaza most of all. In the middle of the time before Mugaza, Beatrice spent her days helping her mama hoe, planting the fields, tend to the chickens, and watch the younger children and grind the cassava flour so they would take to the market to sell. Once in a while, she was tending to baby Pascavia. Beatrice was stopped by the schoolhouse. Often the students had carried their long wooden benches outside to work under the cool shade of the jackfruit trees. Then Beatrice would stand quietly off to one side, pretending she was a student too. How she longed to be a schoolgirl, how she yearned to sit on one of those benches and figure sums on a small slate chalkboard, how she wished to turn over the pages of a worn copybook and study each word over and over till it stuck in her mind like a burr. I would never go to school, she would say. How would I ever save enough money to pay for books or a uniform? One day, when Beatrice was busy pulling weeds, Mama came to her with her dancing eyes. Beatrice, some kind-hearted people from far away have given us a lucky gift. We're one of 12 village families to receive a goat. Beatrice was puzzled. A goat? What kind of gift was a goat? It couldn't get up each morning and start their charcoal fire for cooking. It didn't hike down to the stream each week and scrub their dirty clothes clean. It couldn't keep an eye on Grace, Moses, Harriet, Joshua, and Pascavia. Her long fingers tugged patiently at the weeds. That's very nice, Mama, she said politely. And Mama added, it would be your job to take care of our goat. If you do so, it can bring wonderful things. Beatrice looked up at her Mama. Will this goat come soon? She asked, because I would like so much to meet a goat. Mama laughed. Good things take time, but first I might plant pastures and build our goat a shed. Beatrice nodded slowly. Surely Mama would know what she was doing. I will help you, she declared. For the next 3 months, Beatrice worked harder than ever. She helped Mama collect the posts for the shed walls, then lashed the posts together with banana fibres. She planted the narrow bands of stiff elephant grass along the edges of the cassava field. She put in the pigeon trees and lablab vines between the banana trees. Finally, one day, Beatrice's goat arrived, fat and sleek as a ripe mango. Beatrice stood slyly with her brothers and sisters, then stepped forward and circled the goat once. She knelt close, expecting its round belly, then a hand along its smooth beak. Mama says you are a lucky gift, she whispered, so that is why I'm going to name you Mugaza, luck. 2 weeks later, Mugaza gave birth. It was Beatrice who discovered the first kid, and then to her surprise another. Twins! She exclaimed, stooping to examine them. See that, my Mugaza? You've really brought us 2 wonderful things. Beatrice named the first kid Malindawa, which means expected, and the second, Kimhembo, or surprise. Each day, Beatrice made sure Mugisa got extra elephant grass and water to help her produce lots of milk, even if it meant a long trip down to the stream and back. When the kids no longer needed it, Beatrice took her own first taste of Mugisa's milk. Sweet, she said, mixing the rest of her cup into the breakfast porridge. Beatrice knew Mugisa's milk will help them keep them much all healthier. Now each morning after breakfast, Beatrice would head off to the shed and sell whatever milk was left over. Over the business, she would say, in case anyone was listening. Often she would spy her friend Banane coming through banana groves. "Good morning, Beatrice," Mugisa expected and surprised, Banane would always say. And then he would hand Beatrice a tall pail. She would fill it up with Mugisa's milk. When Beatrice finished pouring, Banane would always hand her a shiny coin, and Beatrice would carefully tuck her money into a small woven purse at her side. Day after day, week after week, she watched her purse got fuller. She knew there was enough money for a new shirt for Moses and a warm blanket for the bed she shared with Grace. One day, Beatrice returned from collecting water, noticed Mum frowning and counting money in her purse. Beatrice put down the water can and rushed to Mum's side. "Mama, what is it?" she asked. "What's wrong?" As she looked up, Mama's hand turned to a small smile. "I think," she said, "you may have just saved enough to pay for school." "School?" Beatrice gasped in disbelief. "What about all the other things we need?" "First things first," Mama said. Beatrice threw her arm around her mother's neck. "Oh, Mama, thank you." Then she ran to where her goat stood chewing her cud, hugged her tight. "Oh, Mugisa," she whispered, "today I'm the lucky one. You have given me the gift I've wanted most." The next week, Beatrice started school. On the morning that she was to attend, she sat proudly waiting for the milk customers in her new yellow blouse and blue jumper, Mugisa by her side. Beatrice felt nervous and excited at the same time. Mugisa pressed close, letting her coarse coat brush against Beatrice's cheek. "Oh, Mugisa, I miss you today." Then she thought about all the good things Mugisa was bringing. Mama said that soon surprise would be sold for a lot of money. It would be enough to tear down this whole house, she had explained. "We will be able to put up a new one with a steel roof that won't leak during the rains." Beatrice heard a rustle and noticed Banane heading towards her with an empty milk pail. He eyed her new uniform and sighed. "You were so lucky. I wish I could go to school." Beatrice reached out and touched Banane's arm. "I've heard that your family is next in line to receive a goat." A smile crossed Banane's face. "Really?" "Really." Beatrice kissed Mugisa on the soft part of her nose, close to where her chin hairs curled just so, and started off to school.